This video provides essential information for faculty at San Diego State University for fall semester 2020. My name is Joanna Brooks, and I'm Associate Vice President for Faculty Advancement and Student Success. And this video was produced with the support of SDSU Stratcom. To access the links embedded in this video, please consult the PDF version of the deck at fa.sdsu.edu. You'll find a link in the comments. The campus is committed to providing faculty with essential, timely information so that we can do our best in support of our students for fall 2020. General health and safety updates will be available via the SDSU campus repopulation site. As academic questions and issues emerge, you'll need to contact the Academic Operations Guide specifically. This document has been ratified by the Academic Dean's Council and approved by the Provost. If you don't find the answer there, contact your chair or director, who may contact your dean or associate dean, and if new guidance is necessary as new questions and issues emerge, deans will work together to ratify new policies and processes that will be updated to the Academic Operations Guide. SDSU encourages all faculty to take the SDSU Health Commitment. The asks are very basic. Please stay home if you are ill or if you have been in contact with someone who has tested or is presumed positive for COVID-19. Monitor your health daily, especially before coming to campus. Maintain social distancing, including avoiding hallway gatherings. Wear facial coverings when outside of your home and while at work. Wash your hands upon arriving at work and throughout the day. Clean common workspaces after you use them. And please report if you receive a positive COVID test while working on campus. Access to buildings will be limited for fall 2020. Classrooms, labs, offices, and conference rooms will be locked and inaccessible if they are not scheduled for approved in-person classes or labs. This is designed to help keep our community safe, especially our facilities workers. If you need building access, please contact your chair or director. SDSU has agreed to host a COVID-19 testing site in parking lot 17. If your doctor recommends that you get a COVID-19 test, you may visit the site, which is staffed by county public health nurses. To make an appointment, you'll need to visit the County Health and Human Services Agency website at this address. Information related to COVID-19 related absences and leaves can be obtained by calling Benefit Services at 619-594-1144. Now, if you are one of the modest number of faculty who are going on campus to teach, research, work, or if you plan to visit for an essential purpose, please review your college or department's repopulation guide. You can probably get a copy from your chair director and complete SDSU's HR-assigned COVID-19 training. If you've been asked to return to work and you're 65 or older or have a high-risk medical condition identified by the CDC, you may request an accommodation or leave of absence by emailing the Office of Employee Relations and Compliance at oerc@sdsu.edu. If you have any symptoms or reason to believe you've been exposed to COVID-19, please stay home. This is critical to keeping our community safe. Facial coverings are required everywhere by everyone at all times, indoors and outdoors. The only exceptions to this county public health and campus policy are for individuals working alone in a private office or individuals eating outside while 6 feet from others. Social gatherings are not permitted. SDSU will distribute laboratory personal protective equipment specific to the needs of each working laboratory space. Please do not source individual PPE, whether for yourself or for a student, from supplies stored in your lab, clinic, office, or other workspace. These may have been designated for other users. And note that due to supply chain concerns, SDSU will distribute N95 respirators only to healthcare personnel, healthcare trainees, and first responders. If you are teaching on campus, please encourage your students to take the SDSU Health Commitment. The asks are basic, and inviting them to do so provides the occasion for a class discussion about common standards for keeping each other safe. Also, on the first day of instruction, review with your students posted additional instructions that will be in your classroom related to mask use and participant care of common workspaces. Students are expected to bring their own face coverings to campus, including campus housing. Pre-class temperature checks will be required effective Wednesday, August 26th. To obtain a no-contact infrared thermometer, please contact your chair or director. Checks should be conducted before class by the instructor or section leader, and if you're not comfortable conducting the check, please contact your dean's office. Students can be admitted to face-to-face instructional spaces only if their temperature is below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. If a student registers a temperature of 100 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, they may rest in a low or no traffic area at a minimum distance of 6 feet while wearing a facial covering, then recheck after 15 minutes. Complete information, including technical instructions on how to use and program campus-provided thermometers, are available in an email sent directly to face-to-face instructors from the Office of the Provost on August 24th. It is recommended that faculty take the following steps to elicit student compliance. If a student is not wearing a required face covering, tell the student to wear a face covering. Offer the student a new unused facial covering if available, or tell the student to leave the classroom to retrieve or obtain a facial covering. If the student refuses to comply, you may tell the student to leave class for the remainder of the class period. If the student refuses to leave, you may end the class session or meeting. Please report the behavior to the Center for Student Rights and Responsibilities for follow-up. And if the student refuses to leave and displays violent or aggressive behavior, that's when it's appropriate to contact university police. Similarly, if a student in your classroom or lab is not practicing physical distancing, tell the student to stay 6 feet from others. If the student refuses to comply, tell the student to leave class for the remainder of the class period. If the student refuses to leave class, you may end the class session or meeting. You may contact university police if the student displays violent or aggressive behavior, and please file a follow-up report with the Center for Student Rights and Responsibilities. The same process applies to students who do not clean their workspaces. If a student believes they cannot comply with campus health safety requirements, like for example, they believe that wearing a mask will exacerbate difficulties with breathing, or if they need additional accommodations, please direct the student to contact the Student Ability Success Center. Faculty are not responsible for and should not directly engage in providing or establishing accommodations. Now, if you learn that a student in your class or lab has become ill, tested positive for COVID-19, or been exposed to COVID-19, these are the steps to take. If a student has tested positive, notify the campus COVID assessment and response team right away at 619-594-8577. If a student believes they have been exposed to the virus or is showing symptoms, fill out the university's report form, which you can access in the PDF deck of this presentation or on the Campus Repopulation Guide site. Please also notify your chair and director, but to protect everyone's privacy, do not communicate a student's health status to anyone other than these designated campus officials. If a student misses class because of COVID, either because they have been diagnosed and are quarantining or because they are required to isolate, the student should send an email to the front desk of the Vice President for Student Affairs office to notify the university. Student Affairs and Campus Diversity will initiate the process for absent letters to be sent to course instructors, the assistant dean, and the provost. Medical documentation may be required of the student. If you see something concerning on campus, for example, situations or places where health and safety guidelines are not being followed, you may submit an online report for follow-up by campus officials. For more information, please consult the Academic Operations document, your chair director, your dean's office, the State Up to Date newsletter, subscribe via YouTube to these videos from Faculty Advancement, or visit the Campus Repopulation Guide on the SDSU intranet site launching August 18th.